Hello. Can everyone see me? Can everyone hear me? Ba, ba, ba. We got Catherine and Tara and Maria. And Nancy with those questions that I got to answer. All right, you guys give me a thumbs up or let me know if you guys can hear everything and if you guys can see me. I see people are starting to come in. Hi, guys. Do we have volume? Can you guys hear me? Okay. Okay, cool. My comments are coming in a little bit slow. So awesome. I hope everybody is doing really good today. I could not get on Facebook because apparently Facebook has made some type of change where I don't even know. I didn't have time today to try to figure it out. I'm so glad I tried to do a test because it was telling me that I couldn't just click go live and go live anymore. So Tara, who said that doing a live on YouTube is so easy. I hope you can see me over here wringing my hands. I hope to calm down a little bit as this goes on. So I hope that you guys are doing good tonight. I'm just waiting a few seconds to give people just a few minutes to get on. You guys are like the greatest cheerleaders, but it's hard. I think I don't know why I have a people speaking thingy, you know. But it's good to see all the names that I know. So that's an awesome thing. Hi, Miss Donna. How are you? I'm so glad you're on. Let's see. Let me pull up these couple of questions that I got. So if you guys have any, I did a post in my group, the Craft Therapy group, to see if there were any crafty questions or any questions that people had, and I'm going to answer those tonight as well. Thank you, Miss Donna. So if you guys have any questions, just put them in all caps and I will answer those as well. I have to thank my friend Nancy for these funny questions that she put on here because she's so wrong for some of this. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you. It's so funny because I'm at a childcare center. I do a lot of services with younger kids now, childcare workers, and their parents. And so when I went to the daycare I think I've been going back for about a week now, just kind of checking in. We're slowly transitioning back. And so my most active group is my 4-year-old group or my 3-year-olds that are turning 4. And I have a couple of kids that are like, Miss Key, changed your hair. And I'm like, yeah, I changed it. Do you like it? And they're like, no, I don't like it. And I asked one of them, I was like, why don't you like it? And he said, because I'm a big kid now and I don't like it. So I just thought it was so cute because they're so honest. And one of them told me that it would look better if it was pink, but she really wants me to go back to black. And I was like, okay, well, give me a couple weeks. We'll see. So I love kids. Kids are so funny. Like they're like brutally honest, but it's like such innocence in them. You can't be upset with anything that they tell you. So it's super fun. It's super fun. If you want to know the honest truth, ask a kid. Go find you a 4-year-old. They will tell you the honest truth. All right, guys, I'm going to get started. So a couple things that I wanted to jump on to talk to you guys about today. I wanted to do some of the Crafty Q&A just because I find it to be so fun for us to get a chance to know each other. Like, that's been a great thing for me. I love, love, love when we have the videos in the Handmade Happiness group. So I'm doing a Crafty Q&A. So again, if you have any questions about anything, then please let me know. If you have any questions, put those in all caps. I'm sorry, you guys, I can't walk and talk at the same time, and I am trying to add moderators, Tara and Courtney. I just made you guys moderators just in case we have any crazy people that come onto the group. You'll be able to put them in timeout or kick them out of the chat. So if I miss anything. So I wanted to do a Crafty Q&A. I want to talk to you guys about something that I'm trying to initiate with like that person right there. So I wanted to talk to you guys about something that I wanted to how do I get this person out of the group? Okay. So I want to talk to you guys about an initiative that I wanted to try. I wanted to talk about the Binge Watch Wednesday. I wanted to do an update on the class that I'm going to be doing. And I wanted to talk to you guys about a current challenge that we have going on. So first, I'm going to start with my Crafty Q&A. I got about 5 questions on the group for the Crafty Q&A. So I'm going to start with Nancy. Nancy is one of my crafty friends. So she's one of the people that I've met just in doing crafting, and she has a Cricut just like I do, and she needed help. And so I invite people into Zoom sessions so that we chat together and we can learn things from each other, and sometimes just not crafting alone. So that's how I've gotten to know Nancy over the last few months. And Nancy's funny because Nancy says she would like to know how much money you have spent in the last 3 months on crafts. Nancy, why? Why are you doing this to me? I went back and I did a diligent effort to try to look, but I've only been able to go back about 45 days, and then it just got to be like too much. And I was like, okay, she only getting 45 days. So, Nancy, of the receipts that I can find in the last 45 days, I have spent $2,846 in crafting supplies. And I know you knew that number was going to be high, and you're trying to put me on a spending budget is what you're doing, and it's not going to work. I like buying craft supplies, and I like sharing them. So there you go. You guys, look. Okay. So my husband has told me the only thing that he cannot handle is my shopping. So that's why I work. I like to shop. I love to shop, but I also love to give. So when I don't need things anymore, but I still kind of have that kind of bug, I just get things for other people, which is why I love doing the giveaways. I love doing the challenges. I love gifting people. Like, it's my thing to do. So I know it is hard. It is hard out there. Nancy knew what she was doing when she asked me that question. She knew what she was doing. Don't be sorry. That's my 16-year-old running through the video. So you guys know that I have an actual family. So, you might see all kinds of things that happen behind me. So let me apologize in advance. So yes, Nancy, there you go. That's what I could come up with between April 1st and today. Okay. Nancy also asked me, which was a fun one. I was glad that she asked this one. How many cards have you made in the last 3 months? So this was kind of a reprieve because I'm like, see, I'm using my craft supplies. She wanted to know how many cards I've made in the last 3 months. So in the last 3 months, I have made that I can count the ones that I've taken pictures of or shared with other people. There are 73 cards that I've made in the last 3 months that I think are card worthy. Let me say that. I'm pretty sure I have played around with so much more than that. So 73 cards. I love making cards. I have like started out with a lot of vinyl, and I started out doing a lot of HTV and stuff like that. Um, but I love cards. I love cards. Like that is the thing that I have come to figure out that that's my thing. And I still do some other things. I still do some other things in my crafting, but I mainly stick with cards. Um, did you make the card in my No, so I was Roberta, I was going to make cards to try them to get them there at the same time that your packages did. However, Jamie was so sweet and was reading my mind and asked me if I would like for her to include um if I wanted to include a card with them, and she put a card in there and the message that I wanted for you guys in there with your package. So I hope you guys enjoyed your giveaway gifts and your cards that came along with them. I was so excited for that for you guys. Wing it with Rosalind, do I send them all out or do I donate them? I try my best to go through my cards and use at least one book of stamps per month. Um, one book of stamps per month by sending them out to people that I know. So sometimes when I'm making cards, I try to ensure that I have a person in mind when I make a card. So like the card that I did on Sunday for my Savior Sunday series, those cards that was made for a person. So that got sent out this morning. So sometimes I try to make them with a person in mind, and I try my best to send out at least 20 cards per month. But the donation part, I'm getting back to that. Okay. Yes, Roberta, that was all Jamie. Thank you so much though. Courtney, you're funny. My cards usually take 2 stamps. So at the beginning of each month, I usually buy 2 books of stamps because I know that my typical weight of a card is 1.6 ounces with the number of layers that I like. If any of you guys want a card, please let me know. Just send me a PM because I make cards pretty much every night, and I love sending them out. So I would love to have someone in mind when I'm making a card for them. So yeah. Allison, how did you get started making the actual cards? Did you watch videos or stalk Pinterest? So Allison, I have a video up on our Handmade Happiness group. I actually started with my Cricut, and one of my now really good crafty friends is the person that I followed for a long. I mean, I still follow her, but at first I would just make everything that she made. And I noticed that she's more of a paper crafter too. She does other things, but she really does a lot of paper. And so I initially would just do what she did. Now I come to to just watch. And my biggest thing is if I see something on YouTube, because I've come to the conclusion that there's nothing new under the sun, I just try to figure out how can I make it a Kiona card. And so I'll see something and then I'll be like, oh, but if I do this or change this, let me go ahead and put that in my design space. How do I make that a design space file? And then, it goes from there. And I like to make a lot of my things in design space because then I can share the file. So one of the things that I do over in my craft therapy group is if there's a file that I use to create a card, I share that file with all of my friends over there. So I am so excited that you guys think that my cards are that worthy, and you guys would like them. So please PM me, and I will make sure that I have a list for cards for you. Oh, Courtney. I love Courtney. I love Courtney so much. And Courtney, I think your card would have taken more stamps than that, but because I sent it, today because I wanted you to get it like right now. I wanted to make sure you had it before the hop. So your card probably took a little bit more, but I don't make books all the time. That's what I call it. Oh, Danielle, I love my Cricut. Like I love my Cricut, but then I started learning stamps and I love stamps as well. And so my biggest thing is like I have this loyalty to my Cricut, so I cannot let that go. So I just try to incorporate it in with my stamping in some way every time I make a card. Like I absolutely love it. So there we go, Nancy. Put me out there on Front Street. Catherine asked me, what is my affiliation with the military? My husband is active duty. We have been active duty for a little over 17 years at this point, and we are currently stationed at Fort Drum in New York. For you guys who don't know, that is about 30 miles from the Canada border. So we've pretty much done the East Coast at this point, and this should be our last stop unless he decides to stay in if he makes Sergeant Major, and then we'll have to do another 3 years, and part of that 3 years will include Texas because that's where the Academy for Sergeant Majors are. So we'll see. I love being a military spouse. It has become a part of my life and a part of who I am. So if my husband wanted to stay in for 40 years, I would support that to like 110%. Like I absolutely adore being a military spouse, and I absolutely love having a husband who's in the military. And you guys know how I feel about my husband, so I'm not going to get off on that soapbox tonight because I start talking about him and loving on him and doting him because he is amazing, like my number one fan. I love him. Sarah, yes, you can upload your stamps on your Cricut as long as you have a scanner in your computer or a printer that scans. You can scan it and upload it into your Cricut, and you can do it as a print and cut file, and you'll be able to do it forever. I am going to do a short video on that because I've heard that question frequently. I am a person who likes my stamps physically, so I don't typically hold on to, I don't usually scan them into the Cricut, but I can see where that will come in handy because then you use it as kind of like the scan and cut, but I have a scan and cut as well. So it doesn't, it's not as handy for me, but I'm going to do a video to show you guys how to do it. It might be a little shaky because that means that I'm going to have to start moving around the craft room, but I'm going to do it so that you guys can see how you can upload your stamp sets into the Cricut, and you'll have them all the time, and you can just print them, cut them out, and then stamp them however you want to, or print them, color them, then take them back to the Cricut to cut them out because it will be a print then cut feature. So I will get to that for you guys. Thank you, Kathy. Courtney, you're funny, but that is like his, because computer science, computer, internet, that kind of hacky stuff is his actual job in the military. And I don't know how he fell into it, but it really is his niche. He loves it. And then he started going to school for it. So when you start talking to him about computer stuff, web stuff, making websites and things like that, he is off into La La Land and he is in heaven. He's like, it for him, that would be like the same thing as us talking about crafting. So he loves it. Yeah, Sarah, I don't do fussy cutting, so I will definitely make sure that I do that. And it'll probably just be a really quick video for you guys, but I will make sure that I get that up for you guys in about the next week. Danielle, I don't use the Cricut for that because I don't know why I bought a scan and cut and not just did it with the Cricut. I really couldn't tell you why. Maybe because I just needed to purchase something. I don't know. But at any rate, I don't use my Cricut for that feature. I will see if there's some kind of difference. I'll do a comparison when I do that. I probably should write that down for myself. But I'll do a comparison to see. And maybe it could be just that desire for ink to paper. That's why I use the scan and cut. I don't know. I like using the scan and cut. I do my coloring and things like that. I cut it out. It works fine. The only problem that I have with the scan and cut is that I need mats more frequently. My Cricut mats last me forever. I buy 30. They last me about 2 years, probably more. With the Brother Scan and Cut mat, I need a new mat all the time. So I just have it on subscribe and save at Amazon. So no, Logan, I don't want to be your friend. Oh my God, where is he coming from, Jesus? Okay, we're gonna hide you. I will try to see if I can do a little bit of a comparison between the two. I would never change either of them because I use one for one thing solely and I use the other one for something else solely. So to me, they're not a comparison type of machine. I do have SCal, Roberta, and I'm going through some classes to learn how to use it better. So again, it's just for me, I just love to do it. No need. Oh, okay, Courtney, I'm gonna have to message you because I swear me and the scan and cut mats are. I do try to restick it. Sometimes I do the tacky spray. That's something that I found that works really well to restick it. If I use why am I losing my words? You guys know that is the worst thing when I get online. I lose my words. I hope y'all notice that in my videos because I don't even try to find them. I tell y'all to tell me what I'm trying to say. Whatever the spray is that we use, pixie spray. Thank you, Roberta. So I have started taping off the little guide marks on the side, and then I use the pixie spray, and that does help to keep it a little bit longer. Hey, Maria. Maria is my newest Zoom friend. She's another one that I found in one of the groups, and she had questions and things like that. And she comes on, and she crafts with me pretty much every night. So if any of you guys are like not wanting to craft alone, or you have questions or things like that, I am usually online every night. Yeah, I used to use the Zig 2-way glue pen for my Cricut mats when they had the old mats that had the flowers on them that you could restick, and now I have no clue where it's at. So I just started using the pixie spray because one day I was like, I need to cut this right now, and I don't have another mat, and so that's what I used. Jennifer asked me, when did I get into cards making, Cricuts, and crafts? Mother's Day marked 3 years that I've been doing any type of crafting. Courtney, I know you didn't just say that. You're so silly. I love you. Of course, you can come to my crafting session anytime you want to. Like, we just sit and craft together. I love it. I didn't know anything about stamps, crafting, ink, Cricut, scan and cut, none of that. I didn't know anything. Y'all, nothing. Had never heard of it. until 3 years ago. And I was just so depressed. I needed something to pull me out of the black hole, and Cricut came to my rescue. And that's why I will forever be loyal to Cricut. So I know there are some people who have a completely different feeling about Cricut, but I have to tell y'all that I will always have loyalty to Cricut, because I know that soreness of the sadness, depression, and black hole. And even when you are a therapist and you can tell everyone else how to do it, how to gain those coping skills, how to get to a point of doing better, but you can't do it for yourself. I know that moment, and Cricut helped me. And it may not have even been Cricut, and it may not have been Melody. It was just those people were in my life at that time, and it helped me to start healing. And so crafting, Cricut, and Melody Lane will always be like in a special place in my heart. So 3 years ago is when I started all of that mushy stuff, and I will not go into it because I'll cry. So y'all go on Handmade Happiness if y'all want to see that video. Allison said that she's been in a creative slump. Do I experience it? And if I do, how do I pull myself out of it? Yes, sometimes I get into a creative slump. I don't get into a creative slump as much now because I figured something out. So, but I do see some of my friends getting into a creative slump, and I want to tell you about that too. I hope she's on here. Is Jolene on here? That's my other crafty friend that we've been crafting together for 2 years. We craft every night together. It's so much so she knows all my kids. She knows my husband. It's almost like our homes are connected, and we've never met. Like, I swear, some of my friends that I have met online in this crafting community are far more important. I shouldn't say important, but like real friend, like so amazing. At any rate, pulling myself out of the slump. So whenever I would get into those creative slumps, I would just play. I wouldn't have anything in mind. I would pull out something that I couldn't wait to get my hands on, and I would just stamp it out or pull it out, and I would just play. Like, not have anything in mind, not for anybody, not trying to create anything, just to go back to just having fun. So many times we're like trying to create that thing. So many times we're trying to make something beautiful. So many times we gotta just do the thing, just play, just have fun, just pull out your stuff, be two again, just have fun, and your creative juices will start flowing again. The other thing that I found, and I find this with my friend, and I know she doesn't mind. If you are always trying to make what the other person is making, if you're always trying to have the style of the next person, if you're always trying to recreate that project, you're going to find yourself in a creative slump. You're going to find yourself upset, and you're going to find yourself not feeling good enough. You've got to do what works for you. You've got to do what you love, and you've got to do what is pretty, nice, lovely, what makes you happy. I don't care if you color outside the lines. I don't care if your watercoloring is not perfect. I don't care if your stamping was a little bit smushed. I don't care if your paper was on crooked. Do you like it? If you like it, that is really what matters. Like, stop comparing yourself. Like, stop putting yourself in the box of other people. You're never going to be that other person. You're never going to be able to do what that other person is going to do. But guess what? You can do what you do, and you can do it better than any other person is going to be able to do it. We put ourselves in so much of a slump because we're trying to be someone else. You can't. Try being the best at being you. Courtney was saying the other day, like, don't try to be Jennifer McGuire. You're not going to be her. Guess why? Because God made Jennifer McGuire, and that's not your name. So, you're not going to get there. But you can be the best whoever you are. I'm the Kiana. I'm going to put layers on my card. It's going to take at least 3 stamps for you to get it. It might take me 4 hours to create it, but at the end, I like it. Am I going to sit my card next to Kathy Rakusin, Christina Warner? No, I'm not, because I'm not even going to put myself through that. It was painstakingly enough to put myself against Courtney, talking about this case in somebody, just because I wanted to try to practice. But as soon as I decided, you know what? I love this card when she created it. Like, when she created it during Christmas time, I watched that video probably like 7 times. because I loved it. So I decided I want to make a card of mine that I love like that. And when I did it in that way, it was a little bit easier. And then I got to the point where I just wanted to make sure that I could set the bar so that I could have her proud of it. I wanted her to be happy for it. I wanted her to think that it looked nice. I wasn't trying to make what she made. I was then trying to make something that I thought my friend would really like. So if you just remind yourself to just be the best you, then you won't have to worry about it at all. It will come and you will love it. So that is my creative slump soapbox. Don't get me to therapizing, y'all. And yeah, so those were all my crafty questions. Sorry if you guys hear a lot of noise in the background. My 16-year-old who loves me so much is making dinner. Raise your kids right. That's what you get in return. I love it. I love it. Anyway, so I am going to next talk to you guys about the Binge Watch Wednesday. So that was one of the things that I wanted to talk to you guys about. So I went into it's the bomb, Maria. I went into our Handmade Happiness group, and I will be sharing this on the Craft Therapy group. I know a lot of you guys overlap, but there are some people who don't, so I just want to make sure the information is out. So on Wednesdays, I'm going to take a list of all of the names of people who have asked to kind of have their watch time boosted. And each Wednesday, I'll probably do it on Monday so that you guys can be prepared by Wednesday. But I am going to post 2 names and 2 YouTube channels because we did get a pretty significant amount. And I'm just asking for as many people in the group who are able to watch, turn them on, and just let their channel play so that they can get that watch time. Don't skip through it. But if you have to do something, if you got to run through Walmart, put it on silent, sit it in your purse and let it just keep playing so that our friends can get the watch hours that they're looking for to help to boost their channel. Because there are some people out there who this is very important for them. This is one of their goals, is to get the watch time. So I figure if we're a crafty community and we want to see each other around and we want to see the next generation of the Kathy Rakusin and the Jennifer McGuire and the Kay Warner, then we need to develop them. We need to build them up and we need to help them get there. So that is the whole purpose of the Binge Watch Wednesday. I would like for the people who are on the list, and I will put a message in. I'm going to put another message into the groups, but it would also be helpful if our YouTubers, the creators that we're going to watch, create a playlist. If they create a playlist, then you can just click the play button up in the top and you don't have to worry about anything. It'll just play straight through. You don't have to click any buttons or anything like that. And because everyone is not monetized yet, you don't have to worry about ads. So you don't have to skip through ads, click through ads, or anything like that. So I am going to ask whoever it is that we are going to binge watch on the Wednesdays. I'm going to ask them to create a playlist of as many videos, even if it's all their videos. Just do a binge watch playlist, put all your videos in a playlist so that everyone can easily just click on it and find it. So that is going to be the Binge Watch Wednesday, and I'm hoping very, very much so that this will help a lot of our creators to get the watch hours that they're looking for. Like for me, I have a smart TV, so I can turn YouTube on in there and I can come in and out and watch as I would like. Although I binge watch a lot, I do want to be helpful in making sure that everyone is able to get the watch hours that they're looking for, because we have some, like, you guys may be small, but you're mighty. Like, there is some amazing talent in these small groups, and I really almost hate to see like us grow, because I don't want us to grow apart. I hope that we stay close knit, but there is like some amazing talent in our community. Belinda, you just put it on. Let it be like your background music while you're doing cleaning. That's a really good one. Um, Hey Sandy, yay! We love to have more and more in our groups. I absolutely love our little community, and I was talking to my kids the other day. Like that's the only reason that I'm on Facebook is just to have our little groups. So that's my husband. He's still in his uniform. I still get so tickled to see him in his uniform. Even after 17 years, well, actually, it's been like 19 years now because we were in the Guard before we came into the active duty. So that was Binge Watch Wednesday. That's what I wanted to talk to you guys about, Binge Watch Wednesday. If anyone has any questions, please make sure that you guys put it in all caps so that I can go back and answer them, okay? It's easier for me to see them if they're in all caps. The next thing that I wanted to talk about is adopt a unit. So, and I do not want to hear, let me just tell y'all this right now. I don't want to hear my cards aren't good enough. They're good enough. So let me just put that out there right there. So my husband is currently the first sergeant of a company. It's called CIS Company, and they do something with all the communications for the military. His company has recently deployed. Gratefully, he did not have to go on another deployment this time, but we have about 250 soldiers who have deployed this past week. So what I want to do is I want to do card drives for them, because a lot of times our military are over there and they still have a lot of holidays, birthdays, thank yous, thinking of yous that they need to celebrate. And they enjoy sending cards back home. So what I would love to do is each month there will be a theme. You guys will send the cards to me, and then he will ship them over to the soldiers. The soldiers then in turn will be able to send them to their son or their daughter, their wife, their mom, their grandma, their sister, or whoever, and they will have cards so that they can send to their family members. When it gets around Christmas time, I will want to do something for Christmas where we're actually sending cards to the service members as well. But I've noticed that one of the big things for them is they want to be able to send cards over for their family members. And usually they just keep them in a centralized location for the soldiers to be able to come in and out, pick. And because we will have them in groups, they will be able to choose if they need an anniversary card. Don't forget the anniversary. Just because you overseas, like you, that don't put you off the hook. Like you still need to remember that it's our anniversary. So anniversaries, Christmas, birthdays, thank you, thinking of you, congratulations, so proud of you, encouragement. I'll have a full list and we'll do it by months. We'll have a date for you guys to have them all sent in by, and then we will get them turned over to them. And I think that they will really, really, really appreciate and love that. My husband was very excited about us doing that. I remember, and I didn't click. I remember when he would be overseas and he would send me cards, and now I can go back and look at them and they're handmade cards. Like they're cards that someone else has been doing this, and he's been able to send them back to me. So I definitely would love to do this. So that is the adopt a unit. So that is what I wanted to do for that. The other thing that I would like to do or to tell you guys about is the current challenge. So we have a challenge over Marie, I will have this posted in the Handmade Happiness group as well as the Craft Therapy group. Just whatever I'm doing, I'm just going to have them. Dwayne Courtney said hi. I'm going to have them in both groups. He said hi, Courtney. So that we can, like I said, I know that our, groups overlap a lot, so you guys might see things duplicated. Don't mind it. It's just that I know that every single person isn't in both groups, and I want to make sure that I get the information out to everyone. Current challenge, I do have to post this into the Handmade Happiness group. We have a challenge that's going on. It's going to be going on through the 29th. It is male themed. You have to use yellow in your card, and you have to use an embossing folder. So we'll have an album for you to upload all of your pictures in, and then on the 29th we will do a raffle, and we will pick us a winner for that. And I don't know whether I decided what the prize was for that one, but it'll be something cool. I won't be wrong. So that is our current challenge. And I'm trying to do at least 1 or 2 challenges per month. I really enjoy doing the challenges. So I hope you guys get in and play along with us. I feel like it's one of those things to kind of keep the groups going, keeping, us kind of interacting with each other, keeping our mojo going and things like that. So that's one of the reasons why I like doing the challenges in the groups. They're pretty fun for me. They're fun to me. And then I think, class update. So the last thing that I wanted to do, Roberta, it's going to be in my group, in the craft therapy group. Well, it's already in the craft therapy group. I'm going to do a flyer in the Handmade Happiness group as well, because I just want everybody to be able to see it no matter where they are. But it's already posted. I think I posted it the other day in the craft therapy group. Yeah, I think the challenges keeps us creating. Okay, Roberta. So the last thing is the class update. So the other thing that I'm really trying to get into the habit of doing is doing a class every month. Now, these classes are going to be usually with one of the files that I've created, and I'm trying to coordinate something with Catherine so that maybe we'll be able to do a scan and cut file as well with these. I haven't gotten proficient with my scan and cut other than it cutting out my stamps. So creating files with it, it's going to be a long way. So Catherine, I hope she's able to help me, but I want to do a class via Zoom each month for you guys, just to kind of show you how to do a different card, a different technique, if there's something that you guys want. Because I've told you guys, I really enjoy the teaching aspect of this. That is the fun thing for me. Hold on one second. I'm going to put it in, if I can get I just bought a new mouse and I don't think it was charged. I am going to copy and paste it in here in just a minute. Now, Catherine, I'm talking about using you for the long term. So any rate, so yes, so I'm going to try to see, but I am going to be redoing the class. I wasn't able to do it last weekend just because when I initially scheduled the class, I was not thinking Mother's Day weekend, and kind of thinking Mother's Day weekend, but we can't really do anything for Mother's Day weekend. So I wasn't even really, it just didn't dawn on me. And my husband and my kids had a lot of things planned for me for Mother's Day weekend, despite us being in quarantine. So I had to reschedule it. So it's going to get rescheduled for this coming weekend, either Friday or Monday. I think I left a message asking which people preferred. So we're going to see. We're going to see which one works better for people. So, so if you guys are not a part of the Craft Therapy group on Facebook, it is Craft Therapy with a K, KRAFTTHERAPY, Craft Therapy, all one word. We actually have a meetup planned, Sandy. It got rescheduled scheduled because of the whole COVID thing is going to be in Albany. So make sure you stay tuned so that you can come and join us, because we are so excited to be able um to see each other. So we're going to do a whole weekend. Um, DIY with Dory. Yes, it's in Facebook and it's craft therapy. Somebody just asked to join just now. I love you guys. So yes, I'm going to see if it'll allow me to put this in here. It might not. This is my first time doing it, but we'll see. Um, so I talked about the challenge, talked about the class update that'll be posted in both. Binge Watch Wednesday, did that, and Adopt a Unit. I did the Crafty Q&A. I think that was it. I think that was everything that I had. So do you guys have anything for me? We've pretty much gone 45 minutes. That is pretty awesome. We get on here and time just runs by. Thank you, Catherine. You're awesome. Yeah, they're not that bad once you get started. It's just, I don't know. It's something about that whole live thing that makes it hard. But I may have to do this more often now, especially now. I got to get my husband to figure out what's going on with this Facebook thing, because it was trying to tell me that I couldn't go live because it didn't support my webcams or something. And I just thought it was so crazy. So we'll see. But I wasn't very happy with it. Let's see. Copy. There's the craft therapy group. Let me see if I can put the handmade happiness group in here for you guys. Handmade happiness. Copy. All right, there is handmade happiness, and there is the craft therapy group. So if you guys are not a part of one of those groups, please, would definitely love to have you. I think that our groups are hands down the most amazing groups ever. So, and we think that when people are in them, it just makes it better. I think that it might have worked, Courtney, because I have two screens. I have like dual monitors set up, so I have the live stream broken away, and so I'm able to go into Facebook from the other computer screen. I'm not sure whether that's it or not, but yeah. So do you guys have any other questions? Only moderators and owners can do it. Oh, you mean like copy and paste things? Yeah, that's right. Dinner, I think it's going to be the risotto bake. He's doing like a chicken breast risotto bake. I don't eat meat anymore, so mine will just be vegetables and like chicken broth. But he started coming in the kitchen with me when he was about 11, and so slowly, just like it was when I was a kid, you kind of start out by being like the sous chef. You get to chop up this, you get to hand me this, you get to figure out why things go where. And then he started working on one dish. He would create one dish for me when we were cooking. And then he had one meal. So his meal was whenever we did meatloaf, because I taught him how to do the whole meatloaf meal. And then now he's pretty much cooking the entire meal. He actually told me like a week or two ago that he was taking that job away from me because I've done it long enough. The words that a mother like just lives to hear, right? So I just, that child, straight A student, football player, amazing kid, and he's so respectful, he's so loving, he's so kind, and he just he just makes my heart so happy every day. Um, some the address for the cards, it will be my address, but I'm going to put it in our group because I don't want like weirdos like Logan thinking that we can be friends and come into my house. So I'm going to post that in the groups. So because I don't have a PO box, so it will be my address. So you guys, and my husband might be weird and want me to get a PO box before I do it. I don't know, we'll figure it out. But yeah, it'll be my address. We can't post that on YouTube. I don't like YouTube that much. Yeah, I mean he's a great kid. Nope, don't want Logan showing up for dinner because Logan was hopping quicker than we were yesterday. You guys, like I was like, dang, like can you give us a minute? Are you actually watching the videos? Because if you don't be on here, I'm gonna need your watch time hours or something. Like make yourself useful if you want to be a friend. I don't know. The time frame for DIY with Dory, the time frame for what? Yeah, I don't know what I had to block him. He as soon as he came into the live. I don't know whether he's kind of stalking us. So the cards, we will have one theme per month. So the month of June we'll have a theme. We'll have a date by the end of June for you guys to send them off. And then we'll have another theme at the beginning of the next month. So be looking out the beginning of June for the first theme and the address to be able to send the cards to. Do we have to have a blog or a YouTube channel? No, Angie, you don't have to have either one to join either one of our groups. However, you get in there, you might want to start one because we are some encouraging folks in there. So we want everybody to show off what they're doing. But no, Angie, you don't need to have a blog or a YouTube channel. Just come and craft with us. Yes, Donna, Miss Donna, me and you, like let's both send hints to Courtney. I think I want to do a blog, but I'm not sure. Isn't that kind of crazy? Like I think the blog is scarier than doing YouTube. Oh, okay. All right, guys. Do you guys have anything else? If not, I'm going to jump off and figure out what I'm going to be making tonight. If you guys want cards, please send me a PM with your email. I mean, not your email. Lord, I'm not sending electronic cards. If you want a card, send me a PM with your address, and you will go on a list for a card. I actually had fun at the beginning of this COVID thing when we did a lot of card swaps. I thought that was fun. So we may have to do that again as well. But I would love to send you a card. If you would like to be able to get on Zoom with me some night, please let me know. And I will give you a link. I'm also going to be doing another one of our Zooms, our Zoom through distancing. What I named it some funny name, but you'll see that also. Be looking out for a lot of messages from me. I hope I don't inundate you guys with too much, but you will see something about the challenge, the class, another hop, and zooming through crafting through social distancing. That's what it was called, crafting through social distancing. So we'll be doing another one of those too. Okay. Yes, I am. I think that that's one of the blessings in disguise with the whole COVID thing. Like, who was thinking about doing all these Zooms? That, I mean, I was already doing them, but it wasn't a huge thing for us prior to this, I don't think. So I I'm really for that. I'm happy because I feel like we found another outlet to be able to communicate with each other. Um, so let's see. We got challenge, Zoom, class, adopt. Okay, so I think that's everything. Um, all right, friends. Well, I hope you guys have an absolutely great rest of the evening. I am going to get off here, and it was fun. This was fun. I may have to get on and do this again. I like these little crafty chit chats with you guys. Um, so I hope you guys have a great evening. I will talk to you guys soon. Now let's see. How do you